Hi, so I'm just going to take us through a really short Qigong practice for lung element, metal element, which is really important at this time of year, autumn. You may be able to see around me that we are indeed in full autumn here. So we'll just try to take basic standing form. So ideally a flat surface, I'm kind of standing on a bit of a hill here, but we're working with what we've got. So taking the feet just equal measure apart, so by the hips, underneath the hips roughly, parallel to one another as if they're on train tracks, ideally. Soften through the hips, soften through the knees, lift through the crown of the head and the spine. There's a broadness in the shoulders, and we're lengthening, not stretching the arms and the fingers. And take a couple of breaths. And we'll just begin to cultivate a more healthy flow of chi now. So just coming into knocking on the doors of life. So just let the arms swing around and land on the body, striking the body. So you can keep your hips kind of facing forward as much as you can. So it's kind of twisting from the waist, the middle body. Or you can take a real softness in the knees and kind of swing a bit, twist a bit. Do what feels good in your body. Make sure we're not hurting the knees. Knees are really soft. Keep really buoyant in the knees. Just drumming and cultivating more life force, encouraging the flow of chi, blood, lymph in the body. We can speed this up a bit. So this is cultivating a more healthy flow of chi, and in a moment or a few moments we're going to move into chi scatter, which is like a detoxifying movement. So we throw away old chi. So let's slow this down now. Slow it down rather than coming to a very quick halt, and just take the hands back down by the sides of the body. And we're going to take the hands, palms up, arms to shoulder level. You'll notice there's a bit of a bend in my elbows still, and we'll throw chi across the front of the body. Old chi leaves the palm of the front hand. And we can look over at the palm that's releasing the old chi, so detoxifying, shifting old chi, old energy. And we can come to slow this down, slow it down. Ordinarily, we might carry that on for a bit longer. We will stop now or come back to center. We're going to take a drumming around the lung points in the body. So finding lung points 1 and 2. So go along your collarbone until it meets the ball of your shoulder, and then come down a little bit. You can take your fingertips in there. Usually tender's maybe the wrong word, but you'll know when you find it. But don't worry if you feel like you haven't, because we're just going to gently drum on that space. So we're reverberating around those points anyway, drumming into the lung points on the lung meridian. You're just breathing nice, deep, slow breaths. And maybe you take both hands in and drum all the way across to the middle of the chest. So when we're tapping and drumming on the body, we're releasing tension, but we're really activating the points, the meridian points. I'm just trying to be careful of my microphone here. So tapping into lung points on the other side of the body as well. So just getting things moving. Tap all the way across to the other side. Just keep going back and forth a few times. Usually feels quite good. And then let the hands come down to the sides of the body and take a bounce in the heels. We're just bouncing, shaking out the body, letting this bounce kind of reverberate through the whole body, Let your arms be completely soft and floppy, and they'll just find their own way. Okay, we'll be here for about 30 more seconds. And just begin to slow it down and just come back into basic standing. We're going to take our hands to prayer at heart center here. We're going to take lung meridian breathing. As we inhale, the hands come out, palms are facing down, and then out to the sides. The palms begin to shine out. Bit of a bend in the elbow still, so we are lengthening, not stretching. As we exhale, gentle sinking. Come back to heart center. Inhale, everything in the body is kind of lengthening. And as we exhale, the most gentle softening. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more breaths like this. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Let the hands come down by the sides of the body. And then we're going to take spinal cord breathing, which is really beautiful for opening the lungs. So taking really loose fists up in front of the face, take a breath in. As we exhale, we're just going to curl in the body so we open in the back. And then we inhale to take an M shape with the arms. Notice that my elbows are not coming down here. They're staying kind of in line with my elbows. So there's a lengthening across the middle of the body. So exhale. Inhale. Gaze comes up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Slow this down if you need to. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. A minute or so at your own pace. Last exhale. Last inhale, take the hands down to the side of the body, step the feet together. We're going to take a slightly more active movement now. I'll just talk you through. We'll just keep stepping from side to side. As we step out, we scoop energy, bring it up behind the head, behind the neck, and behind the lungs. When we come to behind the lungs, we push out and sit down. Then the palms float down and come down towards the earth as we begin to stand and step in. Step out to the right side, scoop. Bring it all the way up overhead, behind the head, behind the neck, all the way behind the lungs. When we get to behind the lungs, push out, sit down. Let the hands come down, and they come down towards the earth as we begin to stand and step in. Scooping, stepping. Sit down, pushing from behind the lungs, palms come down, rise back up, step back in. Squatting only as far down as you comfortably can. trying to control that step back in. Maybe better than I'm doing, because I'm on a hill. A slight hill, you maybe can't tell so much from here. Step, scoop, sit down as far as you can, comfortably. Take the energy back down behind the lungs, push out, sit down again. Draw it back in, step back in. We'll take one more. Step, scoop. Draw the energy behind the lungs, push. And everything comes back down, palms come back down, foot comes back in. We'll take a pause, come back into our basic standing. And we'll take one more form here, which is stretching the dragon's tail. So take your hands up, kind of at face level, and then take them to one side and just look at them. Then push both palms away. Draw them back in and push them away. Exhale to push away. Inhale to draw them back in. Gazing at the hands and pushing them away. Gazing at the furthest hand as you push away. Draw in and out. Inhale in. This time as we exhale and push away, we'll turn the head away too. Inhale, sorry. Gaze at the hand. Exhale, push away. In, gaze at the hand. Exhale, push away. Inhale to draw the hands in. Take a pause here, gazing at the hands. We're going to let them come down and around to the other side. Gaze at the hands. Push them away. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Gaze at the hands. Exhale, push away. Inhale in. This time we'll take the head to turn. Exhale away. Turn the gaze. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, take a pause, gaze at the hands, and come down to take the hands back to the sides of the body. And we'll close our field now, we'll close our practice, close our flow, so gather energy from all around and up above. Over the crown of the head, and then feed your energy back into your body, so you're sealing in all of the energy that you've just created and cultivated 3 times. Gathering your energy back in from around and above, and sealing it back in to yourself, almost like creating this beautiful invisible veil of energy for yourself. And one last time. Savoring the movement, don't rush, everything's slow. Take the hands down by the sides of the body, step the feet in. Take one hand over lower pelvis, other hand over. That concludes our practice for today. Thank you for practicing with me. See you next time.